Mogwai, he's like also a good player. I mean, every opponent I will face is a good player. You have to, you know, just expect that. With no playable cards, you don't want to waste time. You always want to like work towards his time bank, not your time bank. And while he's thinking, I'm thinking about like, what is his deck all about? So I don't lose any heroes on turn 1, which is good. Bounty Hunter is very scary that he's not paired with one of my weaker heroes. That's very good. That I have a creep in the same lane of Lycan is very good. Because Lycan wants to be paired with creeps, because they immediately take out the opponent's creeps. He plays Trebuchets, which is usually a very bad card, but it's like a very aggressive card, so he wants to go for tower pushes. So he has black-red, very aggressive deck, very oriented on killing heroes and towers. So he got the +4 attack on the Bounty Hunter. And he has the Trebuchets. What it does is 2 siege damage every turn. So I will sacrifice a creep, which will give him a gold, but I prevent 11 tower damage. I think because he plays this improvement in this lane, he wants to kill my tower very quickly. So I think it's worth to deal 2 damage to his guy, buff all my guys, take out his 2 creeps, pog, get free gold, buy an item, but also prevent 11 tower damage. So by this town portal, what it does is I can teleport out a hero and redeploy him next turn. He will also be healed at the same time. So again, same thinking process. Whenever you see me play Drow Ranger, I will always think about way to place her safely. So I will get 2 creeps in the first lane. So that is already good for deploying Drow Ranger there, because she will be next to creeps. Also, he has a red hero in this lane. You never want to place heroes of the same color in the same lane, so you're able to cast different color spells. So you want to place a red hero with a black hero. So very low chance he will place this red hero in this lane. The only reason to do that is that his hero will die and that he has a hero in the lane in the first place. But even if he places Sven in this lane, Sven has 5 attack and Drow Ranger 7 HP, so my Drow Ranger will not die. So I'm winning this lane hard already. So and because of the creep spawn, there's like a mathematically very low chance that my Drow Ranger will pair with the Sven, you know, because the creeps can also be paired with him like it happened here.
I will fight by your side.
So he plays this, which buffs the attack +4. I can't save my guy, but he will have permanent -1 armor from the worst attack.
15 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. 3.
I will try to save my hero in the middle. I can teleport out my Ursa, but usually when both heroes die, it's fine to do the trade. Because, like, I save my hero, but I would also save his hero. So it's okay. This trade is okay for both of us. Except he goes Payday. Payday doubles your gold. Then you don't want him. So I did this, so I have a chance to disarm the Phantom Assassin. So he get a 25% RNG, which sucks for me. So I can misdirect my attack and kill his Phantom Assassin as well. I wish I would have gotten the disable. So if I lose, I got already quite unfortunate. This is again a 25% chance that he gets this attack. Now I have to use a card to get the trade, but a trade is fine. He still has to win 2 towers, so we both get the gold, you know. So now this attack is bad for him because he wants to do tower damage. I will take out... I want to save this wolf. I want to deploy this wolf, but the wolf would just die for free, and that sucks. I could save my creep by playing this. Because he will attack my armor guy.
5 seconds remaining. 3.
It seems kind of worth it, to be honest. Because I still get this attack, but now I misdirect his attack. Because this is kind of like... This is a card from the basic hero, and that's like a pretty bad card. But now he takes the attack, my creep takes out his hero, and I prefer saving this creep. And so I sacrifice my creep for that. Ooh, this is super pog. Because I have 16 gold. I can buy a very good heal item, or I can buy the minus attack item, which is super good as well.
15 seconds remaining.
Both items are very good.
5 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1.
The heal item is just so good. I have like, because I took out 3 of his heroes, I have a huge hero advantage on this turn, because a hero is always disabled for 2 turns once you kill it. He killed 2 of my heroes, but I killed 3 of his heroes. So he will have, now I have this mid lane opportunity for free basically. He will deploy a hero there because he has the trebuchets there. This hero is very strong. This one does already 4 cleave damage, as you can see. My hero dies even though it is not paired with anything. But it dies because of the cleave damage. But I will reduce the cleave damage with this Shiva Scout, which I just got. I will take only... I will reduce his attack by -2. So his cleave damage is 3. And then I will only take 1 cleave damage because of the effect.
I will defeat our enemies.
So he buffed it +2. He has 5 cleave damage. I should only take 2 cleave damage. 9, 4, 4, -2. I should take 2 damage.
I'm not leaving the battlefield.
Not yet, but after I do the effect. And if he buffs the attack, if he uses a card, I can always TP my guy out and save it.
The Legion stands united.
Okay, now I will not be able to save him. Because I take 4 damage. And the problem is, whatever I place here dies to cleave damage as well. So this is like... This guy is OP. The problem is, if I TP her out, I will lose the 2 attack. So I will only have 9 damage, so I can't take out his green hero here either. But I don't want to lose my hero.
5 seconds remaining.
This is a problem. Because if I play red-green, I have no board clears. So clearing these things here is gonna be tough.
A worthy but futile effort.
So I deploy my wolf here because he gets a free buff. And it's not that, and that's already a problem. As I told you, I lost the +1 attack because I had to TP out the ranger. But he had a way to save it anyways, so whatever. Now I go for my wolf here as well. So I have 2 wolves, which are a problem for him. Gotta kill those wolfies. Like right now he's winning lane 1 hard, and I don't really see a big reason. I could be just focusing on winning like lane 2 and lane 3. Could be that he will deploy 1 hero in the first lane. I have creeps here, that's great. I will just focus on winning these other 2 lanes. He will definitely deploy a hero in this lane. I go for my combat hero in the mid lane. Like Ursa is more like a combat hero and this is more like a defensive hero. And it could be that he deploys 1 hero in the first lane because he's winning it. Yeah, but he needs to win the lane and it will take like a long time. Like I'm not afraid right now that he double pushes the first tower. Yeah, because that's quite slow. Red heroes are pretty bad at like doing a lot of damage to the tower. He placed every hero in this third lane. This is super weird. So I don't know what they expected. Like that I will... I don't know. I mean, he thinks I will not deploy any hero in the first lane. That's pretty much it. I got very good attack proc on turn 1, so I only take 2 tower damage, which is very good. So that's gonna be interesting. If I get a silence, that would be insane, but I didn't get the draw ranger silence. So basically he has 4 heroes in this lane, and if I had initiative, I would silence that he can't play a single card, so he wastes a lot of mana. So because he didn't deploy a hero in the mid lane. interesting. So he's going all in on this lane, which could be a good strategy.
Power flow through
Like
me.
he's like ultra buffing this guy. I would go usually, so I can save this tower. I would go for steel reinforcements because it reduces, but right now it would only reduce the incoming damage by 2. And I don't think he can push the tower next turn. So I would place this just to be able to push this tower faster.
15 seconds remaining.
So I can use Enrage in this lane and I can use the guy as well in this lane. And that's
5 seconds remaining.
the best I can do.
3, 2.
As you can see, the time goes pretty fast. This is why the game is like so awesome, because you have very little time to think. You get used to it, to the timer, but it's very little time as well per actions. You can't be like life coach, resident sleeper, and think for like 5 minutes for every action. You have to really be like fast. Could be that he goes now coup de grace, or what is the meme from chat? Coup de something. So he coup de grace my guy. Now I buff my guy to save him, but also to take out his black hero. My hero will die. Nothing I can do about it. He gets a wasted attack, which is cool. My wolf dies, which sucks. But he has no more mana, so all he can do is equip items and try to save his hero. If he has vests, he will equip the vest definitely on his Phantom Assassin. This is why Phantom Assassin is so strong. Like, he has a very good deck. Like, Phantom Assassin is like a top tier black hero, and Bounty Hunter is a top tier black hero, and he got both of them in a draft. But yeah, he has 2 basic heroes as well. Sven is also something I kind of low-key like, so I will place this here because it dies, procs a little bit of damage.
The cause is all that matters.
And these 2 survive and they will get buffed, so which is cool. So right now I can't save the first tower, so I will focus on saving the last tower. So I go for a Wisp, trying to save my guy. And I'm right now thinking about, shall I go for a sword or shall I go for a healing potion? Right now it looks like
15 seconds remaining.
a sword would be better because my guy will survive. Except a coup de grace. So now here it comes down, because in the mid lane I will push it definitely this turn. Because no creep spawned here. It comes down to if he can actually push this tower now with this red hero. He needs like a big red creep. He needs, as you can see, he needs 13 damage to push this tower. That's a lot of damage. And I have a silence. I don't have a green hero yet, but there's a good chance I can actually push this tower in 2 turns. Because mid lane is like the second best lane, and third lane is the worst lane if you have to win by pushing the third lane. Because lane 1 happens first, lane 2 happens second, and lane 3 happens third. So even if I would lose the third lane, like he would double push the tower, I have the chance to double push or kill the mid lane tower first twice. As you see, this is just it happened that my win condition is double pushing a tower.
Every day I train.
It is just by chance. It could have been that I would have tried to go for pushing 2 towers to win the game, but the way how the game turned out is that I most likely have to push the mid lane twice to win the game. Because I lost lane 1 hard and lane 3 we are fighting for, and usually when both teams are fighting hard for lane, nobody's really doing tower damage because we deploy everything in that lane. But with my deck, I can actually double push a tower. By the way, my deck is not so good because I got 0 late game. I kind of have like a mid-rangey deck, so that's tough. So I go for the tower armor, because there's no point in doing tower armor. Tower armor reduces all tower damage, incoming tower damage, so I can't save this tower anyway, so that would be a waste. I could go for the sword in this lane, just to deal more damage over time, just try to double push the mid lane. Why? Right now the sword would be useless on him anyways. Would be cool if his green hero would die here. It would be awesome. Right now, I think I will just go for dealing as much damage. It is overkill, but every time I attack, I get +1 attack on the sword. And looks like I will need it. I'm trying to think. I want to save like all attack. Like I want to save all attack items for this lane because I think I have to double push this lane. It's not 100% sure yet. If I'm lucky, I can finish the third tower first. So basically, if I kill this tower, I would win the game. But right now, it doesn't look like it. I can do it, or it's like not certain. So I equip the item on him, so he's up to 8 HP. So he's a little bit safer, but he can always just play coup de grace and just kill my guy. I'm quite aware of that. But he used already one, so there's only 2 coup de grace left in his deck. So if he doesn't have it, my hero survives.
Thanks.
So this red hero is already unkillable. He has like the Stonehole Cloak, which is a very good item. This guy will survive, so he will spawn on a creep, very annoying. Also another thing is why I buffed the attack on used all these cards here is I want him to use a card on lane 1, so I pass on turn 2, so I have initiative on turn 3, because I have the silence in my hand. So just so you realize how many turns I think I had usually. This is like the bare minimum amount, so like I already thought here that I want to have initiative next turn on lane 3.
This is just what I need.
This is why I had to spam all these cards now, so it could be that I will just pass and still get the 2-turn tower kill in middle lane. Because he's winning hard this lane as well, but I need to double push the lane in the middle to win the game. And I need to not lose my tower in the meantime, so I have to also protect the tower at least one more turn. Like right now, with 26 damage, it doesn't look like I can double push the tower, so that's a problem. But right now, this is like, ew, not looking great. If he has a coup de grace, he could push the tower. So right now I'm thinking if I should deploy the Lycan in the mid lane, just to get enough damage. I need 40 damage over 2 turns. 2 times 40 damage to kill it. And he could also deploy his right hero in the mid lane. He will most likely deploy it in the far right lane. But yeah, it also depends on now what I draw, right? The thing is, it could be that I deploy like my Lycan also in this lane, and then I could tank this lane for more than 2 turns, and then I win by dealing damage over 3 turns.
15 seconds remaining.
Or I just try to go for the 40 damage. I don't know how realistic that is. So this is at least 6.
5 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1.
You see, it's very, because it also depends a lot on where he deploys the Phantom Assassin. If I deploy Lycan in the mid lane and he gets the Phantom Assassin, there's no way in hell I can push it. Like in 2 turns, right? So I have right now initiative already planned that ahead 5 turns ago. I consider every board state a turn. So I will only pass. He can't do anything about me having initiative on this lane this turn. There's nothing he can do about it because I already planned 5 turns ahead. Like for this initiative on the 3rd board state. I also planned that I will pass mid lane. And I'm trying to get a 3-turn tower kill. But that means I have to protect this tower for 2 turns. Right now it looks bad because I take 15 damage and I have to protect the tower next turn as well. With blockers. It's tough. We'll see. Because it also depends on what you draw, right? You draw 2 cards per turn. I drew another silence, which is bad. And rage. Now he goes for the TP. So he gives up on the plan on... If he TPs this hero, this tower will survive this turn, by the way. So if I get good creep spawn, he will not be able to push this tower, so that would be a huge risk. So he goes for the all-in. So this turn, this tower will not... Oh, he does still 22 damage because of the buffs of the... So that's good. No, he doesn't. He only deals 2 damage. So if I get a good creep spawn next turn, and they block these attacks, he will not get the tower kill. So it's like a gamble a little bit. But reasonable. Unfortunately, this armor is useless. And maybe I get lucky, so I got the initiative from 5 turns ago.
Not yours.
So I have the silence now on his turn. Nothing he can do about it. And now I get the Shiva. So I get the -2 attack. As you can see, because of the teleporter, but he got a bad proc. I get the... He has the tower kill, but I have the Shiva. I have a reduced 2 attack. And he gets the bounty hunter, which sucks. He got the +4 attack again. It's like very important +4 attacks. Now I'm looking for targets to reduce the most tower damage. And it looks like it's the best to do it on these 3. So my guy survives with 1 HP. And it's 2 minions I can reduce -4 attack. So as you can see, my tower will survive here. But right now it looks like I have to deal 50 damage in the mid lane, and that's gonna be rough. Let's see how much gold I can get from this lane. 4 gold by killing 4 creeps. That's 5 gold. I can't buy any siege item from the shop. No, I actually still die. Why do I still die?
15 seconds remaining.
Wasn't it 8 and I reduced the attack by 2? Oh, the 2 armor. Okay, it was just damage from him, never mind. But it's nothing I could have done about it anyways.
5 seconds remaining. 3,
yeah, that's nothing
2,
I can do here.
1.
And I will take 2 siege damage from his improvement. So the only thing I can do is hope I don't get... I wanted to get a +2 attack item from the mid lane. I didn't get... Like, if I can get... you basically, right now I'm looking for any kind of damage, right? So I could have gotten the cheap sword for 3 gold.
Remaining.
So I can squeeze out 2 more attack in the mid lane. Because I really need that damage. So now I rely on very good creep spawn lane 1. Didn't get it. I relied on creep spawning in the mid lane, so I have more damage. Didn't get it. He got a creep spawn in the middle, which blocks my attack, which is really bad. So basically I needed like creeps here that block these attacks, which I didn't get. He has initiative. Oh, that's good. So he does get the first tower kill. Now I have to do some quick muffs if I can see if I can lethal him here.
I'll leave you broken.
I only have 32 damage. Which super sucks. And he has initiative because he has no heroes. You get automatically initiative because he can't play a card.
15 seconds remaining.
So right now it looks like I will lose the game. Yeah.
5 seconds
There's no way I
remaining.
can block his
3,
attacks.
2. We can win this.
The only thing I can do is this. It's like the most damage I can get. So what I could have tried to win the game was deploy Lycan in the mid lane. But as you saw, he had a portal key. I mean, the portal key the Swan, and I barely protected my tower, even with the Lycan on that lane.